What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, guys, it is the end of Vouchers, at least as we know them. And there is a rebirth. There is a plan going forward. So I know I was a little clickbaity on the headline here, but we all knew that this was coming. And now we have the details, so let's actually go ahead and dive in as the team has posted a post on PeakD and Hive blog. So this is a result of the proposal that was recently passed by the community. For anybody that might have missed it, there were two ongoing proposals, one from Crypto Eater that was trying to eliminate vouchers completely, and the one from the People's Guild Bjangles that wanted to reduce their complexity, reduce their utility, have them be focused only on cards or promo cards, and I mean, that one won. I was in favor of either at this point, but I'm very excited to see what's going to happen now. So, voucher consolidation and liquidity updates. So, on August 15th, so this is coming just next week, voucher rewards will be airdropped in-game rather than to the SPS chain. So, eliminating the need to transfer them in-game before using them. This effectively combines your voucher G and voucher tokens. Again, those aren't two different things. They just had to signify them, whether they were in-game or on the SPS chain. So I like this. I like this aspect because just like the other proposal, hopefully it eliminates some of the complexity that was going to go into the validator updates. If they're just doing this in game, that is totally cool. Now we don't have to worry about, excuse me. Now we don't have to worry about it going on a Hive engine or going on to the SPS chain or any other L2. Rewards for the voucher SPS Hive engine liquidity pool will be discontinued. So if you are in that pool right now and earning some sweet SPS, that SPS will no longer be going out. It will reduce inflation. I'm in favor of that. Let's freaking go. And then finally here, vouchers may be transferred from the decentralized exchanges, so like Hive Engine or TribalX, to Splinterlands, but they cannot be transferred from Splinterlands out. So in other words, they can only be transferred in, but not out. Now, removing the ability to trade vouchers on decentralized exchanges allows us, meaning the team, to create an in-game LP liquidity pool for vouchers while still meeting regulatory requirements for not operating an exchange. This is awesome. Now, before we even go, I'm sure people will be upset and like, oh, now I have to like pull my vouchers out and I won't be able to like send them out. Don't worry. If you just give it some time, and we're going to get into some dates in a moment. The reason that this is important is because one of the biggest issues for new players coming in is how do they get vouchers, right? If you're a new player coming in, all you have is credits, and you know it might still be an issue if you have only credits, right? But if you can get your hands on some DEC, or you can get your hands on some SPS, right, by renting some cards, earning some SPS, playing tournaments, whatever, and then you burn that, what they're going to essentially do is create a liquidity pool in-game. Now, I guess, and I don't understand the regulatory requirements, so I'm not an expert in this, but from what they're saying, by having it be where you could transfer it to Hive Engine and then trade there, there were some issues about doing both, where you could, by allowing you to let it leave. But now, because they're not allowing people to transfer it out, they can actually create like an in-game liquidity pool, right, to stay within the regulatory requirements. And so therefore there will be an LP, but I highly doubt that it's going to be given SPS rewards, because once we turn those off, I don't think anybody's going to want to turn them back on. And I think the tokens are going to be different, as you'll see here. So end of voucher-based discounts. Well, we'll get into the voucher LP later. So to eliminate the voucher-based discounts and drive utility to DEC, we're making the following changes. On August 15th, so next week, end of voucher-based discounts for validator licenses. Yeah, no, I don't think nobody's buying those anyway, so it doesn't really matter. August 31st, wild passes and mage wagons will no longer be purchasable with vouchers. Now, I thought mage wagons were only purchasable with vouchers, so I'm curious to know what the price will be switched over to for DEC. But my guess is going to be whatever the soft peg that they have already, which is like 5 cents, I think. Okay, so wild passes and mage wagons, that's going to be not at the end of this season, but after the end of next season. And then September 3rd, just a couple of days after that, the end of voucher-based discounts for Rebellion packs. And Rebellion packs and energy no longer will be purchasable for vouchers. But note that the price for Rebellion packs are going to be reduced to 4,000 DEC rather than 5,000 DEC or credits, right? and vouchers just won't give you a discount. So I think that simplifies it, makes it a little bit easier, especially for new players coming in. I like all of it so far. All right, so here we go with the voucher LP store and tax. Now on September 3rd, so this is a couple weeks out still, we'll implement additional changes to refine the voucher system, making it easier to acquire and increasing their utility. An in-game DEC/voucher liquidity pool will be added to allow players to obtain vouchers in-game without using a decentralized exchange. Now, what's interesting about this is, are we going to be able to provide liquidity? I had just assumed that we would on the first read through, but I guess maybe not. I guess the team is going to be providing that LP. So that could be interesting, and they're totally fine to do that. We wouldn't be able to partake, but you know what? As long as they provided a certain depth and didn't need it to be like anything crazy, then we could make sure that people just aren't stacking vouchers for the long term and then adding to their endless supply. But either way, I think it's great. Only basically for the new players, right? They can come in as long as they can get their hands on DEC or something that they can convert into DEC. They'll be able to get vouchers relatively easily. The voucher store will be launched, and a brand new card will be available for purchase with vouchers. Voucher transfers between players will be subject to a 12.5% burn tax. So just like in land, if you're transferring between accounts, transferring between players, there will be 12.5%. So this really is trying to make it as soulbound as possible, right? If you're getting vouchers, you should be wanting to get all the cool stuff that you're able to get. So let's actually go back to this other point for a minute here. We're going to be getting a new card for this specifically in a couple of weeks. So I just want to lay out the next couple of weeks for you guys. And not all of this is confirmed yet, right? But what we do have confirmed is new cards coming into the meta via Rebellion Rewards Soulbound cards. That's coming into the mix next week. We'll also be able to get, the Soulbound reward cards for the previous set, Chaos Legion. We'll be able to unbind them. So for people that haven't been able to get what they need, they'll be able to get that. So that might change the landscape a little bit for some of those players that still don't have a maxed copy of certain cards, myself included. Now we also have a couple of weeks later on September 3rd, I don't know what this is, a voucher card, right? That's coming into the mix. Now, the only thing that's unconfirmed is the fact that the team wanted to run like 5 promo card sales. And they might contain like multiple promo cards, right? And they wanted to do it between like now and the end of the year, over the last 5 months of the year, August through December. So I don't know if that's still happening, right? We've just heard rumors around it here and there on different podcast interviews and such. Maybe we'll get a little bit more information on the town hall next week. But what's interesting is that, we're going to get a massive amount of meta shakeup that's coming very soon, which is really exciting to think about. Because for me, what's going to make things interesting for Rebellion is you're going to be able to expand it out without doing a mini set, right? We don't have, or at least at this point in time, the team has said that they don't have a Rift Watchers or Dice style set planned for the, what's that called? Planned for the set, right? Or sorry, for this. What is it called? Yeah, set. So they don't have an edition planned for this set. So I'm getting my hierarchies messed up here. So they don't have a smaller edition, basically. But we're going to be getting reward cards, and we're going to be getting promo cards regularly, right? And I don't know how often this voucher card is going to be changing, but if that's something that goes according to schedule, which is every 3 months, we'll get one now. We'll get another one in November, hopefully, and then another one in like February of next year. That's exciting to me, because you know why? And this is what I wanted them to accomplish with the Soulbound reward cards by kind of like, I guess delaying or staggering the releases. It's just that you shake up the meta every so often. Well, now we're getting that, right? Somewhat regularly. Yes, we're going to get a massive amount with the Soulbound reward cards, but then you're going to get, promo cards dropped into the system every so often. You're going to get the voucher card dropped into the system every so often. And who knows what else they might have planned up their sleeves. But this is all exciting stuff. I am very happy about it. Again, it's not anything that was unexpected necessarily. It all is following the results of the proposal. There might be some new things here like the tax, but again, I'm okay with that. Maybe some people won't be, but if you aren't, I'm actually, let's do this, right? So if there's something in here that's upsetting to you, I'm curious to know what that is. For me, nothing here was like glaringly like, oh my gosh, they changed the game completely. They changed what the proposal actually wanted. All this stuff actually makes a ton of sense. It seems to make their job easier. It seems to make vouchers less complicated and easier to acquire. And hopefully it adds more utility in the long run to DEC and gets that stupid flywheel to start spinning. But that is all I have for you guys in this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.